A federal judge has denied a request to block Idaho's new law regulating access to school bathrooms and facilities based on biological sex from taking effect. Welcome to the 208. I'm Joe Paris. The law will start being implemented in 21 days, and we have followed this on the 208 for really the better part of a year. The transgender bathroom bill, and in a lawsuit that was brought by a transgender student and an LGBTQ advocacy group, U.S. District Judge David Nye ruled that the plaintiffs failed to establish the law was likely unconstitutional. So the plaintiffs argued that the law violates equal protection, Title IX, and privacy rights. Here's the end result, though, from court. Quote, ultimately, the court is not convinced that plaintiffs can prevail on their equal protection claims because the law is based upon sex, not gender identity. And two, privacy and safety are important government interests, and separating these types of facilities on the basis of sex is substantially related to the achievement of those objectives. That's what Judge Nye wrote in his decision. So the court held that the law does not classify based on transgender status, but rather on biological sex, saying, quote, Senate Bill 1100, the bathroom bill, was enacted to protect the privacy of the sexes. He added, the judge, that reasonable people can support one position and not have any animus or ill intent for the other position. So on the Title IX claim, Judge Nye found that the federal law, quote, specifically allows for sex-separate facilities, and therefore Senate Bill 1100 does not violate Title IX. It adheres to it. So while allowing the law to take effect, the judge did not dismiss the lawsuit entirely, noting that other courts have found merit in similar challenges. So the case will continue, but without an injunction halting enforcement. The law requires that public schools here in Idaho designate bathrooms and facilities for use by males or females only, and they have to restrict access based on biological sex. A provision also mandates that separate sleeping quarters on school trips. Again, though, this will go into effect in November, so Idaho schools will have to work to make sure they have the appropriate policies in place.